Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Where's My Wife? My name is Aylin Stamps. This is my first installment on this channel, and today we're going to talk about the Dominican Republic. So 2 weeks ago I met up with the chica, and this was a moment that I'll never forget in my life. Anyway, let's just start out by saying that I did a couple things wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right off the top. I gotta admit to you guys, I was doing too much. I was like a kid in a candy store when I got to DR, man. Really, I had lined up quite a few females from Bumble and Dominican Cupid. I had been doing that for, I don't know, probably about 3 months. I've been talking to some women over in DR, and I had already lined up a bunch of them. So I had some downtime, and instead of just chilling in my downtime, and because I had already went out with someone earlier that day, and I had something planned for later on that evening. Instead of just chilling and just relaxing and watching a movie or something like that, I got ants in my pants and I said, well, I want to go to the beach. And so as I was thinking about the beach and looking through my WhatsApp, she chimed in. And she's from Boca Chica, and I thought, okay, well, I can go to the Boca Chica beach and over there and see what's going on, or Dolio, or however you say that. And so I decided, okay, I can meet up with her. So I met up with her. At a store. It was kind of like the DR's version of Walmart. They sold, appliances, groceries, they have pharmacy, toys, all kinds of stuff. It was a store, it was a one-stop shop store like a Walmart. I met up with her there. She wanted to meet halfway, so I took the Uber over there. And when I got there, I was just kind of standing outside and, waiting on her. And she pulled into the parking lot. And at first glance, I kind of knew it was her, but in a way I didn't. I was like, man, she kind of resembles this girl, but not really, because the woman that I seen on Bumble, she wasn't totally different, but she looked a lot better than what I saw driving up in the parking lot. So, fellas, you guys probably already know this, that, I don't care what dating site you go on, this is not a Dominican thing. This is a worldwide, every site thing that people use filters. Some people use filters more than others. And this woman used filters more than others. Her filter was pretty heavy, man. She was average at best, and I don't know about you guys, but if I'm gonna spend money to go over to another country to date, I'm gonna make sure I'm lining up some sevens at least, so that's kind of what I was expecting. I was expecting her to look like her pictures, but she didn't. It was her, but she didn't look as fine as what her pictures were. But anyway, so I figured, okay, well, let's just make a cool day out of it. I'm gonna take her out to lunch. We're gonna eat on the beach. We're gonna just relax and just hang out. She's gonna show me around. She's driving. I don't have to drive. And I know what you guys have said, do not get into the car with these chicas. And that's another thing that I want to say. That I wouldn't suggest that you guys do, but for some reason I just felt real ballsy and I jumped in the vehicle with her. I don't know, I can't explain why I did it, because looks can be deceiving. She's a school teacher, and even that could be speculated, right? Because that's just what she told me, but that's neither here nor there. So I got in the car with her, and I'm gonna tell you, you'll see why that was a horrible idea in a little bit here when you start watching this video. I did document a lot of this stuff, but there's just certain things that I could not document because one, I wasn't thinking about pulling out my phone or camera, and two, even if I was thinking about it, it just wouldn't have been cool to do, and you'll see why. So I documented what I could. I just wanted to share with you guys my experience, and I hope that you guys never have to go through anything like this. And if you do go through it, I hope you know what to do. So check out my video. And there's a really interesting conversation that we had before the incident took place. So I want you to try to listen as closely as you can. I tried to do a good job with the recording of the audio, but listen as closely as you can, because we had a very interesting conversation about dating online. Check it out. Is that what they call the barrio?
Barrio.
Yeah.
La Caleta.
Yeah.
La Caleta, Boca Chica, Juan W.
This is Boca Chica?
This is La Caleta. All of this. Of love now. Some women think the men is just for money.
Yeah.
And the men think the woman is just
For sex, yes.
It is an
Yes.
shame.
It's a crazy thing. Go ahead, I'll let you finish because I want to say something, but I'll let you finish. Tell me what you're saying.
And in my opinion, it is important both. Yes, that I can, if you don't have, I can support you with money. Or if I don't have, you can support me. Yes, it is good. Whatever woman like that. The details, not just money, all is money. Details. For me, details are flowers, a gift, something that are simple. But I think too, it is important when the woman work and have her own money, even if the man can help her. And sex, it is indiscutible on this court. Sorry, this is the boogie.
Oh yeah, A2B. That's what
Come back.
What is it?
That you didn't record.
Oh no, I recorded it. It's okay. I got it. They call that. What'd you call it? What did you call this?
Boogies.
It's the boogies. See
It's similar boogies. This is
that's a boogie. So guys, if you come over here and she calls it a boogie, that's what it is. Okay. So now back to our. So you said sex is what? That's a given. It's the first. Right, it's the first.
No.
Yeah. It's not. It's the first for guys, isn't it?
It is very important from both.
Yes.
The men have to be always ready for her wife or her couple, and
Yeah, no, I like that.
And the girl too. It is something that
never deny your partner.
That you've been enjoying, and I will enjoy too.
Yeah.
Of course, it is important.
Yeah. Yes.
It is close that are renovating.
Oh, okay.
It is Pelicano.
Okay. Where's that this?
There is other restaurant in front of the beach. This is other.
Okay. Seafood and grill. I don't care what restaurant we go to.
Do you like to go there? Oh, okay.
I don't even care where we go. I'm hungry.
You know how they.
Literally minutes after we sat down, this is what happened. All right, what's up, everybody? Hey, man, something crazy just went down. The chica that I came to this restaurant with just had a full seizure, and I have no experience with people having seizures around me. She gave me the most beautiful smile. That she just a beautiful smile, and looked at me and then tapped me, and then turned away, smiling the same, and then she just went right into a seizure, and I didn't know that was a sign. That was scary. That was real scary, and luckily there was a lot of folks around that could help, because I didn't know what to do except for grab her, which I think it might have been the wrong thing to do, but I grabbed it because we was right by the water. You know, we was right by the edge where you could, fall in the water. So crazy. I've never dull. It hasn't been a dull moment since I've been in the Dominican. But hey, man, and she drove here. She drove us here. She drove. Imagine that. Imagine if things would have went the other way. So, I'm not getting back in the car with her. Her mother's on her way, and pick her up. So, the date is ended, but I'm gonna go out here and sit with her and just kind of let her know everything is okay, But she didn't take her medication, and she said it had been a year since she had a seizure. So the doctor told her she didn't have to take it anymore. Now, I don't know about all that, but if that were true, that was foul on that doctor, and I told her not ever stop taking your medication. I don't care what you do. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what doctors say, you cured, whatever. Don't ever stop taking the medication. Because that was crazy. That was crazy. So anyway, this is day number 4. And we'll see what 5 brings. Peace. All right, everybody. I am back from Juan Dulio, and what an experience, man, that was. So, Chica had a seizure, and after it was all over with, man, she was probably on that ground for, I don't know, good 45 minutes. Not in a full seizure, but she was seizuring. It seemed like forever. It seemed like it was forever. It seemed like eternity that she was going through it. You know, I know it wasn't that long, but it just, to me, it seemed like eternity because I was scared, man. I was scared for her. You know, I didn't know what to do. You know, she had bit her tongue, and you know, people was trying to, you know, put a towel in there, and there was blood coming out on the towel, and her eyes was in the back of her head, her mouth was foaming, and it was just, I'm traumatized. If it look like I'm traumatized, man, for real, behind it, you know. But anyway, she was down there on the ground once they got her calm, and you know, they had cushions and stuff down there. But they got her calm, and then she had to, like, it took her quite a while, probably about 15 minutes to 20 minutes just to, after she came out of it, just to kind of just chill, you know, and she was still kind of out of it, you know, like it took her like 20 minutes to come back, you know what I mean, after the whole shaking stopped, you know. You know, seizures ain't something that you just, you know, you go through a bunch of shakes and then it just quicks all of a sudden. It's a process. It slows down, and it seems like it kickbacks up and it slows down. You know, that's kind of how it does. But anyway, it scared the hell out of me. But after she came out of it, you know, she sat there. She got in the chair. I helped her up. You know, me and this other chica helped her up, and she got in the chair, and you know, she was out of it, kind of just, you know, confused, you know, didn't know what happened, you know, and we didn't really talk a lot. I just kept asking her, hey, are you okay? How you feeling? Can I get you anything? Water, anything like that? And she just kept saying, you know, hey, why don't you eat something? You know, did you eat? Did you eat? Did you eat? She kept just asking me, did you eat? And, you know, why don't you order something? And, you know, and I wasn't hungry. When I told her I wasn't hungry, I was not lying. I was not trying to be nice or anything like that, or not eating her face. I honestly wasn't hungry, legit, after that. So we sat there for a while, and she was just telling me how embarrassed she was. And, you know, come to find out, she hadn't taken her medication, you know. The scary part about all this, man, is that I was scared for her, but the scariest part about all of this is that she drove us. Like I had met her about 30 minutes out at a it's like a Walmart, a Dominican Walmart. It's got groceries. You can buy beds, you can buy dishes, you can buy hardware, you can buy groceries. It looks just like a Walmart or a Meijer. And she picked me up there because she wanted to meet halfway. So I went over there, you know, and that's where I met her at, and she got me in the car. I thought the car was hers, you know, we driving and stuff, and she driving. And that was the scary part about it, man, because after the seizure, man, I was like, this woman drove me here. Like, she drove me here. And you know, I was just like, that could have happened in the car, you know? That was scary, man. And you know, and when the chica, this other chica that was helping out, you know, she was an older chica. She was around my age, a beautiful, beautiful Dominican woman. But she was about my age, and she was the main one helping out. I think she might have even been the manager of the restaurant or someone in supervisor or something like that. So she was helping out, and she kept asking her questions and stuff. And I had my translator on because I was trying to listen to what was going on, so I had it on, you know, and I had a recording trying to translate what they were saying. And she was like, you didn't tell nobody that you didn't tell this man that you have seizures? Like, you should tell people that you have seizures so they know what to do and how to help you. And, you know, this was after she came out of it, of course, you know, and stuff like that. And they was asking me, they was like, you know, one of the girls was like, you don't know why the seizure was going on? She was like, you don't know anything about this girl? You know, And she was saying that to me in Dominican. I knew how to speak English. She was like, "You don't know nothing about this girl." Like, she was kind of mad at me, you know. And I was just like, "Hey, this was the first date. This was the first meet. I've been knowing this chica for like a day, just texting." So, you know, they was like, "Oh, okay." And then she kind of told everybody else that, "Hey, you know, this American man, you know, they just met. This is the first meet." And so they kind of felt a little bit better, well, a lot better about me, because at first they was like, you know, they was looking at me like, "You don't know what to do, and you know, you didn't know this about her," and stuff like that. So I gotta watch the clock, fellas. I got another date coming here in a minute. But anyways, so it was like, you don't know nothing about this woman, and and I told them, and so everything was cool, and they was kind of crowding around me after a while, you know, asking me was all right, because I must have looked like I was in straight shock, you know. And I was scared, and one lady was like, "You look scared." I was like, "Yeah, I'm scared. I don't know what to do." You know, it wasn't I was scared of them. It's just I was scared for her. Like, I didn't know what was going on with her. I knew it was a seizure, but I didn't know how serious they get. And I didn't know if she could die from it. I didn't know it was blood coming out of her mouth. I didn't know what was going on. But anyway, we sitting there, you know, and I just, you know, I said, well, I was getting hungry after a while, because we had been in that restaurant for 3 hours. And so, and without nothing to eat, no drink, nothing yet, you know. So we on our second hour up in there. And so I got hungry, man, and she's waiting on her sister to come over to the restaurant, pick her up and bring her home. 911 came out and everything, and they was trying to give her a tranquilizer and all this stuff, and you know, she refused it, and by the time they got there, she had already came out of it. So it was just a whole fiasco. So anyways, I ended up, you know, getting something to eat, and I didn't want to order anything until I ordered her something. You know, I wanted to make sure she ate, and I wanted to see the date out, you know. So I said, "Hey, you hungry? Would you eat with me?" And she said, "Yeah, you know." I said, "We might as well, you know." And so I told the chica, our waitress, I said, "Hey, you know, that order, why don't you go ahead and put that in for us?" So she put it in, and we ate, and that was that. One thing I want to tell you guys about ordering food in the Dominican Republic, I don't know about y'all, but they usually get my order wrong at every restaurant I go to. They usually, when I tell them what I want, they say yeah. The chica might even translate and say what I want and make sure, and I write it, use a translator, all of that, and they still bring me the wrong stuff a lot of times. But it's not just me. It's not just me, because I'm a tourist or I'm American or I don't know how to explain myself, whatever. The chicas that I'm with usually get their order wrong too. So I want to just say with you guys, be patient when you come over here to these restaurants. Don't get mad. And I want to tell you another thing, because they mess up an order on your food, don't mean that they gonna correct it like they do over here or over in America. You know, when you order something and they bring something wrong, say you ordered, you know, your steak medium well or whatever, and they bring it to you medium or medium rare or something like that. You know, they usually just comp the meal. You know, they don't do that here. You stuck with it. You gotta eat it. You know, they are not going to make you more. Say if you wanted fries instead of vegetables, they are not going to make you some fries and bring it out to you and let you keep your vegetables. None of that. That's just what it is. You know, at least from my experience. And I don't know. You know, and I've been to some decent restaurants around here. Maybe if they get into the A+ class or something like that, they might do it. But I'm telling you right now, don't expect that, you know, because it's not happening. Another thing I want to tell you about restaurants too is you don't get refills on coffee and you don't get refills on pop. So make sure, you know, you tell the waitress to bring your pop out with your food. Don't have her, because she'll try to bring it out to you first, just like they would normally do in a restaurant. And then you sip on that, and then your food comes out later. You don't want to do that, because you got to pay for every single pop, because they come in the bottles. You know, they don't come off a tap. Same with, well, not the same with the coffee, but the coffee is not a refill. I'm just letting you know that. It is what it is. You have to pay for it every time. If it's $2 and you want 2 cups of coffee, that's $4. If you want 3 cups of coffee, that's $6. That's just how I go. Okay? And their cups of coffee are small. It drives me nuts because I'm a coffee guy. And their coffee is small. So you want to make sure that, if you like coffee, drink you some before you get to the restaurant. Anyway, got a chica coming by here. She should be by here any minute. She's probably stuck in traffic in the taxi. But she said she was going to be here a half hour ago. Now it's 40 minutes ago. Guys, exercise your patience. They're on a whole different time thing over here. Okay, exercise patience. Don't forget that. Peace. Now, I did talk to the chica sometime after our date. I think it was the next day. She finally answered me and said that she was doing okay. And, she took a long time to answer me because she was embarrassed, and I understand that, you have a seizure in front of somebody that, you're trying to impress, or, somebody that you're fond of, or, your first date, or, just have a seizure in front of anybody, you are going to be embarrassed, and so I understand. But anyway, fellas, you go over there, have a good time, you line up the women, make sure that you're video chatting with these girls, make sure that they are what you like in person, or, at least on video. Spend that time with them on video. I don't know what some of you guys are vetting for. I'm vetting for a wife, so my vetting process is very, it's more of everything, Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in on my channel. I hope you guys like and subscribe. There are going to be a lot more videos to follow this. I got a lot more experiences to talk to you guys about. I have a lot of suggestions to talk to you guys about. I've been around the corner a few times. I've been single for the last 13 years, and I've been on I don't know how many dating sites. So I'm going to be getting into those experiences, and I'm going to be documenting my dating process from here on out, all these different kind of dates that I've been on. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Peace.